Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Maize Mad Man. Before we get started, be sure to share this with your friends and family on social media. Like it if you haven't already. And of course, subscribe. Today, we're talking flips. It's flip season, okay? Michigan has suffered its first negative flip of the season, but they are working diligently to have some positive flips in the Wolverines' favor. We're going to talk about that. Plus, what Coach Jerome Moore said about 5 true freshmen in terms of standing out in practice, all that in the course.
I'm upset. No disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully, it's disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans. Poor little bro, man. And I'm gonna tell him why I'm mad. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus, the other state, and of course, as always, I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the season. 'Tis the season for flips. Michigan, of course, unless you've been living under a rock, you've heard about Dorian Barney flipping from the Wolverines to Ole Miss. This is officially his second flip, his third university that he's committed to. Of course, Michigan was able to successfully flip Dorian Barney back in July. Then, of course, after this past weekend and a visit to Ole Miss, watching their game against LSU, he decided to flip to Ole Miss. But fret not, because Michigan is in on more than one top 100 target plus another on 3 150 target, and we're going to talk about all of that. Firstly, let's talk about the recruit that Lamar Morgan offered less than an hour after Dorian Barney flipped his commitment from the Wolverines to Ole Miss, and that is top 100 player Danny Odom. Danny Odom, 6'2", 180 pounds, out of the First Academy in Orlando, Florida, originally from Pennsylvania, is currently committed to Nebraska, committed to the Cornhuskers back in June. He is ranked the number 78 player in the country, the number 8 corner, and the number 9 player out of the state of Florida. Again, 6'2", rangy guy, long arms, 180 pounds, not afraid to come up and make tackles either. I watched this film. I'm very impressed. I got to be honest. He's very sticky. He's got great hips in terms of, moving fluidly out of, turning those hips and being able to run with receivers. He gets his head back. All the things you want to see from a corner. And he reads defense well. He knows route concepts, all the things that you want to see. And the biggest factor is he comes up in run support as well. And that's definitely something you want to see out of a corner. Couple things that the Wolverines have going for them in this recruitment, and the one that we'll talk about after this, is that Michigan has played 3 true freshmen at cornerback already this year. When you look at Elijah Dotson, Jaden Sanders, and Shamari Earls, all have seen significant playing time for the Wolverines, and they are true freshmen. So that's got to be a huge selling point for Michigan when you're talking about trying to flip a guy like Danny Odom or like the next guy we're going to talk about. But I am personally a huge fan of Danny Odom and would love to see the Wolverines complete that flip. Moving on to our next flip target, and that's Jamarian Vincent out of Waco, Texas, currently committed to Baylor. He committed to the Bears back in January. Michigan is going to have to do battle with Texas and Baylor, of course, for this flip, as he's seen his stock rise exponentially since committing to the Baylor Bears. He's currently ranked number 76 in the nation, the 7th ranked corner, and the 11th ranked player out of the state of Texas. He's also a rangy guy, 6'2", a little smaller than Odom at 165 pounds, attends the Connolly High School in Waco. But this is another guy that I'm impressed with this film. 6'2", again, can run, is very rangy. Michigan obviously has a prototype for the type of corner that they want to get, the bigger, long arm guy that can definitely run and come up in some run support. And these guys fit the bill. Talk to me in the comment section. Let me know what you think about both of these guys, Jamarian Vincent and Danny Odom. Who would you rather have? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Before we move on to our next segment, I want to take this time to remind everyone to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and become a member if you haven't already. You get access to exclusive perks, including the once monthly Avengers show with myself, Johnny Olden Jr., and the guys from Michigan Voice of College Football, TJ Ronan and John Diadamo, as well as, of course, the Eminem crew, Kinetic and the Maniac. You also, if you come in at the highest level, you will get your very own custom emoji to display in the chat when everybody else is using the generic emojis or the ones that everybody has access to. You can use your very own custom emoji. So think about that. And while you're at it, join the Discord. It's absolutely free. This is where we organize events. If you went to the spring game and you weren't in the Discord a season ago, then you missed out a lot. We were able to, meet up with a lot of the people in the chat. It was a great time. So join the Discord as well. Moving on from that, we know that Michigan is kind of light when it comes to linebacker. Currently, only one linebacker in the class, and that's Markel Dabney, who we will be interviewing live right here on this channel next Tuesday at 8:30. Be sure to tune in for that. But Michigan will have a pair of flip targets on campus this weekend, including Michigan State commit Braylon Hodge. Hodge is a 4-star recruit, ranked 273rd nationally, 18th ranked linebacker and the number one player in the state of Colorado, according to 24/7's composite rankings. He committed to Michigan State back in June, but will be visiting the Wolverines this upcoming weekend. However, it's not just the Wolverines that are in play here. He'll be visiting Oregon as well, and a couple other schools are on the list as well for him to visit. But Michigan is in a great spot here to make some hay with Braylon Hodge. I think if they can get him on campus, obviously he's going to be there this weekend. Brian Jean-Marie and Wink Martindale put the full court press on. I think that this could be a guy that they could flip this weekend, but keep it locked right here on the channel for more. Moving on to the next guy. This is a name that you've heard plenty of times, not just on this channel, but on others, and that's Georgia linebacker commit Nick Abrams. Abrams, another highly touted guy, 4-star recruit, ranked 237th in the country, the 14th ranked linebacker, and the number 6 player in the state of Maryland, out of Owings Mills, Maryland, McDonough School. He's 6'2", 220 pounds, committed to the Bulldogs back in July. Michigan has never stopped recruiting Abrams and will continue to do so. I honestly believe that this is another one, since he'll be on campus this weekend, that Michigan is a serious threat to flip. He's bringing his mom with him, so that's a great sign for the Wolverines. I'm told that that the Wolverines are ready to offer, a significant NIL package. So we have moved, pretty hard for Abrams here. Brian Jean-Marie again, Wink Martindale. I expect them to put the full court press on for both Abrams and Hodge. We'll keep you posted right here on this channel with updates as they become available. But it doesn't stop there, Wolverine Nation, because Michigan is also recruiting a certain legend's son. That legend, Charles Woodson, his son, Charles Woodson Jr., a 4-star safety out of Orlando, Florida himself, 5'11", 155 pounds right now. But again, if he's anything like his old man, he is the real deal. Again, safety prospect here in the 27 class. Michigan obviously figures to be on the inside track here, but they are battling the likes of Ole Miss, Texas A&M. Kentucky is also in on this one. However, I would be surprised if Michigan didn't end up with Charles Woodson Jr. That said, don't take anything for granted if you're the Wolverines. You still have to recruit this guy. Lamar Morgan was just at his high school for a 5 a.m. workout talking to Charles Woodson Jr. He had this to say about the Wolverines. He said they're cool, just really trying to gain connections now that they can talk to 27s. And when asked about his meeting with Morgan, he said it went pretty good. So, again, we'll definitely be watching this one. Charles Woodson, obviously former Heisman Trophy winner, national champion, NFL Hall of Famer, former Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. This guy is as decorated as they come, and I'm sure he's taught his son some of those principles that he learned at a young age too. But again, we'll keep you posted as more information becomes available with this one. Very excited to see what happens here, as Charles Woodson, obviously my favorite player of all time, but we'll see what happens here. Speaking of flips and it being flip season, Michigan isn't impervious. Obviously, Dorian Barney has flipped. There are schools still out here trying to reach out to 4-star wide receiver commit of the Wolverines, Travis Johnson. We're hearing Penn State is putting the press in there, but Travis is staying solid in his commitment to the Wolverines, has a great relationship with wide receivers coach Ron Bellamy. Another school that is pushing for Michigan commit, Colorado, is trying to flip Alistair Vallejo. However, Vallejo has a great relationship with Michigan defensive line coach Lou Esposito. And right now, I think both of those guys are solid and stay in the class. But talk to me in the comment section. What do you think about all of this flip action? Who do you think Michigan can land from those linebackers and those corners that we talked about? Talk to me in the comment section. Also, consider becoming a member if you haven't already. You becoming a member helps this channel grow, helps this content keep coming out, and you get access to exclusive perks like a monthly member video and some exclusive emojis that only members can use in the chats. All that and more. Check us out. And be on the lookout for our upcoming videos. Check me out every Saturday along with my guy, the Maniac, Johnny Olden Jr., and the guys from A House Divided, Saturday mornings at 11 on the Big College Football Show at 11. Until next time, you know the slogan, stay angry, my friends. I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, they're about to go through the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down. So I just don't get that all that Maize and that lock and all that puff. I just don't get it, son. And how the
Oh my God, we're shutting the damn live down. Good night, everybody.